thinking that, but you're not gonna say nothing. Reaves ain't about to go up to Brian in practice and say like, "Hey, yo, what's up with your?" Brian will be like.
Welcome back, guys. Today, we're breaking down what went down between Rich Paul and Austin Reaves' agent at the Atlanta Hawks Los Angeles Lakers game, with insights from Paul Pierce and Rashad MC. First things first, the idea that Austin Reaves should be traded needs to end immediately. LeBron is 41. Luka Doncic is a star, but not always fully healthy, and teams need depth built for both consistency and injury contingencies. Austin Reaves provides that stability. He can step up and score 40 to 50 points when needed, the same way he complemented Kyrie Irving in the past. For a roster built around Luka, you need someone who can take over in his absence, maintain competitiveness, and handle high-pressure situations. Athletic wings, shot blockers, and lob finishers are important, but having a reliable playmaker like Reaves ensures the team doesn't lose its edge when your star misses time. Let's dive into what Paul Pierce, Rashad MC, and Rich Paul had to say about this situation.
Thinking that, but you're not gonna say nothing. Reaves ain't about to go up to Brian in practice and say like, "Hey, yo, what's up with your?" Brian will be like.
Yeah, like, bruh.
You know what? Let's do it now.
Yeah. Bruh.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I'm not buying it.
Okay.
I'm not buying it at all. Giving this little nigga too much power, sitting on a podcast talking about shit that don't make no sense. Don't make no sense.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Motherfucker, they ain't never played a game in the league ever. Never played it. They out here talking about niggas need to move here. That's why the other agent came up there and approached that nigga and said, "Hey, listen. Hey, listen, you need to chill out with all this talking about moving my guy. And my guy ain't did nothing but did the great things for the Lakers."
There's a lot of people inside the agent industry and outside the NBA industry, outside the agent industry, but in the NBA, who believe Rich Paul nor any agent has any business doing a podcast. Now, I don't necessarily agree with that. I'm like, look, you know how to watch what you say, stuff like that. But there's a whole bunch of people that believes, especially somebody as influential as him, who wheels and deals and is getting deals done and is making things happen, have no business doing a podcast. In fairness to him, there were a whole bunch of people who believe that LeBron James had no business doing a podcast. Obviously, that led to, Darvin Ham being let go by the Lakers and J.J. Redick ultimately landing that job.
Probably not enough who commented on what you said actually watched the clip, even the full clip.
Right, including my man Reg, who happens to be Austin's agent. Mm-hmm. We talked, this is my guy. I mean, I've known him for 20 years. And he said, "Rich, I didn't watch the show." So, okay. So we talked about it. And I'm like, "Look, Reg, you my man. And I want Austin to know, this is not about Austin Reaves because, one, love the player, love the person, and two, I actually need him to help me with my golf game. So I'm not trying to mess up anything with AR. This was a hypothetical conversation we were having. If I was running a team, not this is what's going to happen, etc. Secondly, I believe it's very complimentary to AR because he's on a team with two future Hall of Famers and he happens to be the asset. I saw, and here's the other thing. Sometimes you see comments and it's like, well, what if another agent was in the same position and they was talking about his player? Well, great. One thing I wouldn't do, one, I wouldn't care. Two, I mean, I get agents going to families' living rooms and lie on me every single day. There's an agent or agency of some sort going into a family's living room right now. They're probably there right now saying, look, why would you want to sign with Rich and clutch it? He has a podcast. He's never going to care about your son. And he only cares about LeBron and this and that. They do this. They've been doing this since 2012. And You know what I do, Max? When I see these people, I walk up on them. I shake their hand. You don't hear a peep from me about anything unless it becomes something that you blatantly disrespected me on, then that's a different
I mean,
then that's a
the
different
real
story.
reason.
Have you ever waited for someone to finally say something that makes you go, okay, I can kind of see where he's coming from now? That moment never comes with Rich Paul. Every time he speaks, he just digs himself deeper. At this point, he needs to stop talking about Austin Reaves altogether, because this isn't hypothetical talk coming from a podcaster. This is an agent who negotiates deals and speaks directly with teams. There's a different responsibility that comes with that role. An agent can discuss salary caps, roster construction, and how deals work in general, but once you start naming specific players, especially a teammate of LeBron James, it changes the entire meaning of what you're saying. You can't openly suggest trading Austin Reaves to build around Luka Doncic when Luka isn't even your client, and he's represented by WME. Whether people want to admit it or not, that can easily be taken as a slight toward Luka and his camp. Some might call it a reach, but when you put everything together, it starts to feel like narrative control on the way out the door. Rich Paul has always been LeBron's mouthpiece, so why would that suddenly stop just because it's on a podcast? This is the same playbook, shaping narratives, downplaying Jordan, reframing history, and now pushing the idea that Austin Reaves needs to be moved. And when you really think about it, this could be about clearing the deck so when LeBron eventually leaves, Luka is left holding the keys, even though everyone knows Luka is bound to miss games. That's where this starts to feel less like analysis and more like manipulation of perception. And all of that could be a way to put the full brunt of the Lakers' pressure on Austin Reaves, so the narrative starts calling him an underachiever, and WME feels the backlash. Looking at it differently, this may not even be about Austin specifically. It could be about diminishing the support Luka Doncic has, or testing whether Austin can sustain that level of excellence when Luka misses time with nagging injuries. Remember, at the start, I said you need a player like Kyrie Irving was for Luka, someone who can keep the team afloat when the star is out. So this could also be a subtle message to WME, but there's no reason to trade a young diamond in the rough that the Lakers discovered. They probably do need to make roster moves, but the first step should be evaluating the team without LeBron James to truly understand their needs. LeBron is holding up a roster spot at this stage, not to take away from his greatness or accomplishments, but the best of his basketball is likely behind him. He can still flash brilliance as seen last night, but at 41, it's time to move forward and plan the next phase. Some have even suggested trading Luka, but that's impossible without regaining the first-round picks already traded to acquire AD and others. If the Lakers truly want to go into full rebuild mode or consider parting ways with Luka down the line, they'll need to recoup some of those assets first. Ultimately, there's no need to make drastic moves right now, and the focus should remain on building a sustainable roster. I want to hear what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.